So hi, I'm Paul Dunn. I'm here at 2020, the 2020 conference, and I think I had the longest travel path because I live and work out of Singapore. And so what I do is global. The company that I chair is called B1G1, or Buy One Give One Business for Good. And so what we're all about is kind of finding ways to give back. But that's how most people talk about it. But what I think, and why it's so exciting to be here for my firm's app, is that we are now very firmly in what I call the age of connection. And of course, what these guys are doing is enhancing that at an amazing level, which is why obviously so many of the clients that I serve are using these kind of processes specifically to connect. And that's what I spoke about in the keynote this morning. And a lot of people have been saying, whoa, that was really cool. So it set a very nice foundation for where we are. Of course, I recommend the app, because if I'm out there talking that this is the age of connection, then obviously everything that I'm going to be talking about has something to do with connecting at a very deep level. So that, and you know, everybody's impatient these days. We've got to be on, I've got to see my data, I've got to be connected with you. You know, I don't need to, bang, right there. It needs to be right there. And of course, that's what the app does. Bang, you're right there and giving clients access to their information and to other things that they might need to help them do a better job, and importantly, to stay more connected to you. So the other thing that this is great about, of course, is developing client loyalty, because after a while, guess what? That's who they rely on. So it's a brilliant way of using technology to connect in these fascinating ways. The great thing is about the feedback. You know, the feedback is really simple. The feedback always goes like this. I'm not making this up. It's always 3 words, and here are the 3 words. I love it. That's the feedback. Now, we could obviously go deeper because you ask them why and so on and so forth, but the crucial thing is that I love it. I think another thing that is happening is people are inspired by what's going on simply because it's forcing them in the nicest possible way to be in greater connection. So they're now giving better service and all those kind of things that we know are so important, but how cool is it to be able to do it right there on one of these things? I mean, you're listening and watching this, you're probably watching it on your phone right now. We live and breathe with this. We get up in the morning and that's the first thing we turn on. So how cool is it that when they turn it on, bang, you're right there. Well, you know what, it's interesting, you mentioned what about people thinking of purchasing the app and getting all that in. Very simple, don't. Now, let me be very clear as to what I mean by don't. Don't think about it, that's not playing the game. The way, and what I mean by that is, you know, there are spectators who kind of look at, you know, the way the game is going, and there are other people who actually get in and experience it. And the only way you can experience the great things that happen as a result of this is just get in and just literally do it. You will be so thrilled that you did.